Good morning, my beautiful people. The first video I did, boy, my eyes are barely open, but hey, I'm here and I love you. Let's all take a deep breath in. This is Dr. Cindy from Hollywood, California, and I'm starting to get more views. I actually had 4 views yesterday. And that seems funny because I've been doing these videos on and off for 5 years, and I've had the most beautiful setups. I've had the beautiful wardrobe mirrors. I've had everything, but right now I can barely open my eyes. It's been one of those nights. There they are. They're 70-year-old eyes, but these eyes love you. I just want to tell you something. There is hope, and I haven't been posting all the tools I have that can help you to cope with all these times, all of them. And one of the tools that I am so impressed with is Jungian therapy. That is right, Carl Jung. Now, there was Freud and there was Carl Jung back in the day. They were the first psychiatrists around. And what I did was I noticed that I keep looking at all my wrinkles. And I'm 70. But you know what? I'm here and I'm alive and I'm with you right now. Anyways, this Carl Jung and Freud, they were back in the day. This is why I want to tell you how corny all of therapy is. All of it really is. A lot of those medications, a lot of those diagnoses. You could go to 5 different therapists and they're going to have you either bipolar or you're going to be borderline and bipolar, or what's the latest one? Narcissist. Oh yeah, narcissist. But people, let's just boil it down to energy. Okay. Now Freud was more he was more into complexes and you want to sleep with your mother, and he had all these bizarre things, and he was really renowned. But Carl Jung was actually working under him and started parting in ideas. And Carl Jung wanted, God, I need my eyelashes done. I'm so funny. I used to be a hairdresser, but I have that new glow makeup. See, my face looks good. Okay, here we go. Now, people. Yeah, Hush Glow is good. So I'm a little cocky here because I think my skin does look good today. If you think it looks saggy now, imagine when I get it lifted. Look at that. I'm so corny today. Listen, here is the exciting thing. Carl Jung, I never studied him in school. It was just abstract, and people really didn't talk about Jungian therapy. Remember, one guy from my church went to Carl Jung, and I knew it was about dreams, okay, that he would mostly communicate he had the archetypes he came up with. Now, his story is phenomenal, and they're all over YouTube. Now they're doing Carl Jung. So I started listening to him this summer. My boyfriend had passed. And when I went into this shadow work, it kept me fascinating. And I got to get this eye raised. Look at that. And I'll tap on it. See when they start to sag? Go like that. Yeah. I know I'm a comedian too. And you know what? I live right by, where is it? The Laugh Stop, right around the corner. I swear I'm going to go there because I'm the funniest therapist you would ever want to see or know. But I'm real. I'm the real deal here, people. And I will do anything to get the system going and working. There we go. We just tap it. It's good for stress too. You tap. See, I'm waking up. There. Awake, alive, alert, enthusiastic. I love you. Mwah. Now, Carl Jung. Let's get back to business here. Carl Jung broke off from Freud way back in the day, and he started dealing with his shadows, and he thought he was almost ready for a institution of some sort, that he was going mad. He was dealing with, it's called the shadow. And what is the shadow? The shadow is, it doesn't have to be bad stuff either. We stuff, people. This is what politics is about. All these people that are pointing fingers at the immigrants, they have not done their personal shadow work. Because when you deal with your own bullshit, your own shadow, you realize we all have them. We all have shadows, and we project them onto others. That's the narcissist and the gaslighting. And you're like this and you're like that. And they're actually covering up their own BS, okay, and pointing at you. And the more shadow work I do, the more I can't judge and I can't be divided in politics. I mean, I'm divided. Yes, of course, I'm a Democrat, but I can understand these little nasty little people who have not dealt with their personal work. One of them is my daughter. Okay. We started parting ways on the politics. And of course, I'm a healer, an empath, so that makes me a liberal, basically a progressive liberal. And she was always going for another different political party, whether it was independent, whatever. But it was funny because once the election was over, she'd forget everything. Well, she went all in with Trump. She had a Russian boyfriend, and Trump good, Putin good. That was like in 2016. And I know I'm getting off subject, but it goes back to what I'm trying to talk about is the shadow work. So the more we disagreed politically, the deeper in she dug in. She dug in so deep that she went and got her a Proud Boy. She's got a Proud Boy boyfriend, right? And I have had to live with her over here. When my boyfriend passed, I didn't have a plan, and I had to come to this house, and they are over in the next room. And there's a lot of fighting going on, banging. I have to bang on the door and say, if you touch her, I will call the police right now. And then they both shut up because she fights him too. Um, they're in there all the time in the bedroom. And what the way I see them going with the politics is they run off to meetings every day. They wear like furs and they get all dressed up like they're rich and famous, but they're not. And then they look like they're ready to party like it's 1999. They show up all, sexy and full of life to all these rich people events because they're with all the oligarchs and all these Hollywood's finest, okay? And so here she is at all these parties, and I'm sitting here at her house grieving my boyfriend's death, feeding the kids. When I got here, there were 9 feral cats here because, they didn't take care of the house because they were in a cult. And see, when you join a cult, and it is definitely a cult, I studied it in college. When you join a cult, it's like those Amway people. This is people that are older would know the Amway. It was a product. I think they still sell it, but people would go to these meetings and they come out rah, rah, like Scientology, like, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, the aliens or whatever these people tell them. They all of a sudden believe it and their logic goes out the door. Trump could do anything, as he has said since 2016, and they'll just be like, oh, yeah, he didn't have a stroke. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. Yeah. And so the further I've gone with her, she's to the point of now with this Proud Boy here. And he is really a beta male. Okay. He is so afraid of me, a 95-year-old liberal, their worst nightmare. And so he stays in the room a lot and just kind of tries to avoid me for several reasons. And the day I met him and he walked in here, I said, you know what? Go get a mirror and go look in your face. I will save you. We are saving society from the government. And I'm getting 50 million because, you're going to love this one. He scaled the Capitol. Okay, that's the reason he's free. Trump let them all out, all the felons, everybody, just let them all out. And here he is over here, and doesn't work, doesn't help with the house, doesn't do anything. He's too precious, too perfect, they're just too beautiful. They're just 2 stars, shining stars in this town. So here I sit. God placed me right in the center of hell because see, when you're a light worker and a Christian, that's where you get to go to. And I hadn't dealt with these things all of my life with my son's addiction. That's a whole nother ballgame. But anyway, so I started dealing with my own personal shadow over here in this room while I was healing. And they're across the hall over there. And so I'm in here listening. I'm a healer, okay? And so I'm an empath, a super empath. And I've got the opposite. My daughter's a narcissist and her boyfriend. And my son. We got a lot of narcissists around here. Know-it-alls. The good-looking know-it-alls. Anyways, this Carl Jung work, when I looked at my own crap of how when they don't function, my daughter, her whole life, I would zoom in when she was losing a house or doing this or going through a divorce. And I would zoom on in and rescue and help her move and, provide the finances if her businesses were failing. Oh, my God, my neck's getting tired thinking about it. But anyways, when I started learning through Carl Jung to stop all that behavior, there's a lot of anger lashed out at me now because I'm not always there doing things. But I gave her this beautiful anti-aging makeup and really excellent skincare. So that's going to make up for a lot because I give. Okay, I give till it hurts. I give everything. I gave her these things to help with the depression. These people that are out there for Trump, if you went to their house, you'd see a whole different ball game. Just like they all talk about Trump, but then to his face, oh yeah, he's great. But then they say, what an asshole, this, that. Okay. At home, they're different. These people are into power and control. Okay. They're narcissists. They're psychologically damaged people. When you're looking at these people and they're saying, Trump this, Trump this, Trump this, they want it more than anything. They're tired of losing. You know, when Trump says, you want to win now? No, because Republicans have lost almost every election they've ever been in for the last 50 years. Okay. And when they finally got a hold of a little bit of power and then a criminal type of a president, and now all of the oligarchs stepped in. Take a deep breath, everybody. And I'm going to tell you something right now. The people in Minnesota that have showed up, that's democracy. Okay. That's our nation. And all of these other big mouths, loud people, I know there's drugs involved with this Proud Boy, and I know there's a lot of drugs involved everywhere. And my daughter's mental health is not the same. I'm telling you, they are not happy campers. And here I sit, having lost my boyfriend. Okay, my son, a major addict. I'm living paycheck to paycheck. Can't do private practice just yet with all this stuff going on. But I'm working it. I'm 70. Okay. I shout to the world I'm 70 because now I'm going to be 71 in a few months in March. And yet, what do I know? I know I'm here. I know I did get these kids raised. Even if they're adults that don't function, that's fine. And bring it. Bring it all to me. Come one, come all, because God puts you where you can shine your light on it. And I am shining this light. And they're actually starting to come around a little bit. They're starting to listen. And I love that. I am loving that. So there's a million homes all around the nation with people who are divided politically, and with this eye shooting the girl in the face. Oh, we're furiously mad now because it's democracy on the line, and we need to get up, suit up, and show up for our lives. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm talking to you, and I'm letting you know I love you, and there is a way through all this. You know, like my granddaughter said, Grandma, can I give you a suggestion? When I was making a video and she read it, she said, can you talk about like your methods of helping people, of curing people? But you see, I was a hairdresser and I like to talk, and I think people like to listen and people like to chime in. That's why we have a ton of podcasts all over the place, but I'm not going to get that fancy. I'm just going to get on here and let it rip. So today, the main focus, it went into other things, of course. Sorry, TT, my granddaughter, but this Carl Jung stuff, go in there and look at your shadow. It's hard work. It's hard work realizing I'm a bitch. I'm a control freak. Okay. I'm all in the name of good. Do this, do it exactly my way. Okay. You know, or play the victim, or play the damsel in distress, and oh, please help me. The boyfriends I've had, the men that have laid their money on the line for me and my businesses and everything, and it's always been, oh, please, oh, poor little me, rescue me. And now at 70, I'm fucking against the wall. Okay, the Band-Aid has been stripped off. That was my boyfriend. I was always protected. And I always said, as long as I'm with Steve, my little rocker, we're up here in Hollywood, we have each other, we don't need anything. But guess what? People die. And he got very sick the last 5 years. The last 2 years, he could barely speak. Had a stroke and all kinds of just horrible stories. But anyways, I'm here and I'm alive and I lived through it all. And now I still have power. I'm still looking for jobs. I'm still getting my private practice going. So you can always call me. I'll listen to you. I deal with alcoholics. I deal with gamblers. I deal with any kind of addiction you would want to know. And now I'm dealing with the Proud Boy, and nothing to be afraid of here. I'm telling you, these are weak, broken, screwed up people, and his worst nightmare is me. He about jumps a mile if he runs into me in the night. I'm just in the kitchen, doing my little thing. I love you. Look and see and tell the truth. Excuse me. That's what my minister, Mario De Ferrari, may he rest in peace, from Unity Anaheim. He would say, Cindy, stay conscious and look and see and tell the truth. Well, that's what I'm doing here today. In 2026, we have 1,000,000 reasons to get up and rise and shine every day. Look at your own dark shadows. It's depressing, but guess what? Once you look at them all and you realize you got that shitty little side too, get over yourself. You're like everybody else. You eat, you sleep, you poop, you cry. Okay? Rob Reiner could not save himself from his son. I have an addict son. Okay? All this do-gooding and over-functioning so they'll get well and treat you right. No, you got to get them. Grab them. Grab them. And let them know. Seriously speaking, blessings to you all. Rest in peace, Rob Reiner. Demi Moore, I want to talk to you. You just did a special on him. I want to talk about addiction. I want to get with people in this town and get it rising and shining here today. It is a beautiful day. I am putting prosperity out there. I want you all to have prosperity. Open your hearts. Forgive. It comes back to you tenfold. And this bad karma that I'm seeing that's hitting my daughter, okay? These people that are doing destruction have bad karma coming up. Okay, things just aren't going their way financially. They're fighting all the time. They have to put on this big, gigantic front and see, I don't have to. I'm already rich right here. I'm already beautiful. Okay, I'm already whole. Okay, I used to always gripe about the government too, but now I love the government. I love all of the people on all sides that create love, more connections. And I'm right because I'm vibing it good. I love you. I'll talk to you later, friends. Leave your comments and subscribe. I never ask people to subscribe and they don't. So give me a like, give me a subscribe because I got a big mouth and it's time to open it. Bye-bye.